Hello friends, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. I've got two soup cans I'm going to make into something very cute. And all I'm going to do is some decoupage. I got these very cute napkins from a Home Goods. I was up near the Twin Cities area and I didn't even realize that these napkins were there's two different images on them and they're very cute. And I wanted to offer to you, it came with a package of 40, and so I'm willing to give away about 30 of them. If you could log into the description box and find my address, send me a self-addressed address and $1, I will mail you a napkin. And when I have fulfilled how many people want them, I'll just put on there that I no longer have any available. And so if that's on there, then you know that don't bother because I don't have any left. So it's such a cute little set that I decided I'm going to probably make another DIY with these really pretty little bunnies. And so we'll get back to talking about the video. I am just decoupaging this on with some Mod Podge after painting the can white with some chalk paint. And I was trying to really get that into the creases of the can because that made it even cuter. And this is also a 3-ply napkin. I left all 3 plies on there. I really didn't want it to be like a transparent look. And everything stayed on there nicely. And it needed a lid. So I have a scroll saw. I took a little piece of MDF. I sell these on Etsy. Also these little pieces of wood. They're actually to make into ornaments, wood ornaments. And I'm just making it so it can fit. It fit perfectly to go inside the can. And that way the lid would stay on. And then this is a technique that I use for, you take the Mod Podge, allow it to dry, and then you're just going to put the paper on and apply heat to it. And it reactivates the glue and it works really nice and you don't have all the wrinkling and that kind of thing. The best way to get the paper off around the edge is just to use a little sander for your, a nail sander or nail file, and it comes off really good. And then I'm just putting on with wood glue those 2 pieces, and it works the best if you use, if you've got bare wood and you've got wood glue, go for it because it won't come off. Just showing you how it pops on. And I needed to put a little bead on there, and I filled it in with wood, like a wood filler, and glued it on top. Now just painting that little bead white so it matches the can. Now if you wanted to add more to this, you could put ribbon on it, but I thought it was just fine the way it was, and that yellow kind of pulls from the yellow on the bottom. What a very cute spring. Easy. Come on people, this is really easy to do. A little cute decor. If you wanted to put something in there, you could give someone some cookies, put them in a little baggie, pop them in there. Whatever you had just for a cute little gift. And I gave my sister this and she loved it. I gave her one of them. My daughter's getting the other one. Let's go on to the second DIY. Okay, I bought these. It's a package of 3 towels, and they're like retro towels. We have it's called Runnings, but it's kind of like a Fleet and Farm. The big thing with this is I recommend washing it, then ironing it, but I did not take the time to wash it. Just going to show you that I have, you can get these Arteza paints through me 10% off. And that'll be also a link in my description box. And this is a alphabet stencil that I got from Dollar Tree quite a while ago, and I thought this would work perfectly for what I want to put on here. Just kind of eyeballing things and trying to make it so we can make these letters straight. And then I'm just taking a stencil brush and I'm pulling in. If you push out, meaning the paint is going to push along the edge, it might bleed. So when you're doing your painting, you want to just kind of pull it in from the edge to the middle of your where you're painting. I hope that makes sense. And this was a stencil I had gotten from Joann's a long time ago, and just putting a little cow on there. This thing isn't perfect, but it did turn out cute. I mean, you can see where I got smudges of paint. But overall, it turned out really nice. I like it. And those acrylics are you can wash this and it'll stay. Let's get on to the third DIY. DIY number 3, I had this idea from Blessed Beyond Measure. She used a bigger these are 4x4 pieces, and hers were bigger, I think maybe 6x6. But this is what I had on hand, and so I just painted those white, and this was I'm not sure what they called it. It was some kind of a wooden stake that they had at Dollar General, and it was $1. And so I cut them down, just kind of figured out how long I wanted it. We're going to make a lantern. And basically I put glue down so it would be glued, plus I nailed them in. The glue is not probably going to be adequate. And so you can see I've got my hammer nails there. Once you get going on it, it's a lot more sturdy, but it's a little difficult until you get, at least 3 of those going. But once you get going, like I said, it's not bad. And just make sure your corner is in the corner of the little square. And then it stayed very nicely. And then I just decided I wanted it painted. And using the same paint as I did for the entire thing, painted it. And now Dollar Tree has these cute little blocks. I'm not even sure what size these would be, but I believe I used 16 of them. And I wanted a little top for this. I even debated whether to leave it plain, but in the end, I painted it. I glued them all together and painted it, as you can see here, and just kind of looking to see if it's centered. And these aren't perfect either, but when I got done with it, you don't even notice it. And use what you have on hand. If you had something perfectly square or round, that'd work too. And over the entire thing, I just wanted to use the antiquing wax from Waverly. It got a little heavy there, so I did go over it with a little white, but basically just rub it up, make it dirty looking, Farmhouse. And I used that same antiquing wax to stain this little ball. I happen to have this, and it has a flat end, thank goodness. So it glued down very nicely. Now for the inside, I wanted to put something glass, and I ended up coming up with these. I'd bought this about a year ago. They're like little tiny dessert cups from Dollar Tree, 3 in a package. And then these are just a little cork lighting. It's meant for a bottle you put in the neck of a bottle. And I bought them, and I'm still using them, and it's kind of fun that you've got this little, this lighting that you can just kind of pop in things. So I glued the glass down, glued the little cork thing down, which isn't really cork, it's plastic. Just made it easy so I can turn it on and off. And then I'm just going to add greenery and some pretty flowers. And finally, I did decide it needed a little bit of the Spanish moss, so I've got that kind of draped here and there on it. I do like how it turned out. It's just super cute. Now you see how easy this was to do? You can do this too. Just use what you have, use your imagination. You can come up with this fun stuff. Look at the final reveal. This was another idea that she had, and just shows what we made together, and just a little showing you what we what we had gone through. The one bunny thing I already gave away, so here's the other one. It dried up very nicely, and that cute little lantern. Those are such in style and so cute. And this one was less than $5 to make this. Thank you, my friends. I truly appreciate you watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.